Alright, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Experience. I just want to again show you guys how Negropeans, how they are easily manipulated into engaging in all sort of destructive tactics and messaging that makes no sense, okay, to what it is that they're what they write to what it is that they're showing makes no sense. All right, now listen to this. Not listen to this, but watch this video. But I'm going to read it, right? So it says, marrying the wrong partner or married into the wrong family, which one is worse, right? Let me play the video. All right, and see how full on her lips? As she turns around, I want you guys to see. All right, look right there. Okay, let me play it again. I want to do it at the exact moment. Okay. Okay. Missed it. Hold on. Right there. Then she turns around and we zoom in closer. Okay. See? Okay, she just wanted to show her ass. That's all. Okay? She just wanted to show her ass. Alright, I'm gonna tell you guys the reason. Okay, so remember I talk about, if you guys was to watch my video, I talked about how in my targeting, early on in my targeting, when I would leave my apartment building to go to work, they will have these women with big behinds, and they would stand on the sidewalk as I'm approaching. Then they will turn around and bend over, and when they bend over, the word ASS would, in a voice out loud, right? And again, I didn't know what was happening at the time. All right, you don't know. You don't realize that you've been brainwashed, that you've been programmed, you've been conditioned a certain way, negative way, right? And so I want to show you guys again how they do these things, right? And again, I can spot these things because I've studied my targeting. Okay. Now, the first decade of my targeting, like literally, they had control over every aspect of my life. Every aspect. And I say this without any sort of hesitation. Okay. But it wasn't until I started studying and realized how I was being programmed, how I was programmed. And I started to deviate from the programming. And they didn't like that. Why? Because of the narrative. Okay. And at the time, I had no idea. We STIs, we were talking about, direct energy weapons, silent sound, and so forth, voice of skull, pulse modulated radio frequency signals to manipulate our minds, our brains, to control our actions, and so forth. Be a microchip for remote purpose and for remote neural purposes. And we had no clue until but I started talking about the psychological aspect, which nobody else was talking about, except for Mark Rich in his Hidden Evil PDF. All right, so he has a book called The Hidden Evil. Then how the elite engage in covert warfare against the civilian population. I think that's what it's called. All right, so it's Hidden Evil: How the Elites engage in covert warfare against the civilian population. His name is Mark Rich. Go look it up. He has a website called newworldwar.org. O-R-G. So, I was like, after reading that PDF, which was available free at the time, this is a section out of the book. And I started realizing what he was saying. And I started drawing, what was happening to me with exactly what he was saying. And so again, and every time, listen to this now, every time I do a research, and this is how they get people to not, especially TI, to not do any research, to not get the information, right? Again, they create they target you in such a way that you do not want to go do research, because every time you do those things, they'll target you severely. Okay. So even today, I was watching a video and it was like in the video the person said, you can read by yourself, and when he said that, they started using the sirens. Why? Because the last time I was able to have a book in my hand and read it for a substantial amount of time was when I was in college. And what happened? They were targeting me with the sirens, particularly they were hitting me with silent sound as well as V2K.